You know the drill. It's Andy Coppens here with instant reaction following the Badgers' 56-25 victory over the Fighting Illini, our wonderful Fib neighbors to the south. So, folks, obviously the biggest headline out of this game, what's up with Chris Borland? An apparent right hamstring injury. You got to be really concerned about that, except for when you look at his replacement. Marcus Trotter comes in, leads the Badgers in tackles for this game with 8. A very impressive effort from Trotter. He played well in space. He showed some good things in this game. So while it's going to be important to have Chris Borland back, obviously the guy's the heart and soul of this team, it's also good to know that his replacement can fill in admirably. The other bad news, Wisconsin's pass defense gets torched again. 319 yards through the air for the Illini. Yes, some of it is due to the fact that Wisconsin was up so big in the second half that the Illini had to kind of abandon the ground game, which wasn't working anyway, just 72 total yards on the ground for them. But 319 yards through the air and averaging 9.4 yards per pass. That tells you Wisconsin was not very effective in their pass defense. Peniel Jean got bombed a few times. Jakari Washington on the final touchdown for the Illini. Just some bad stuff happening through the air for the Badgers defense. But on the whole, gotta like Wisconsin scoring 56 points on the Illini and what they did in the second half to respond to a game that was closer than it should have been at halftime. Wisconsin took a punch and punched right back again. It's kind of the thing you're seeing from the Badgers. They're going to take some punches and they're going to punch back. You know they're going to win a football game when that happens. So good effort overall. I will say this, the Badgers did a great job of adjusting in the second half. It's something that we just hadn't seen from that old ball coach's staff. So I love Gary Anderson's job and Dave Aranda and Andy Ludwig's job of getting adjustments done at halftime, coming out, pounding their opponents into submission in the second half for the vast majority of it. You take a look at that game in the second half against Ohio State. They did it to Northwestern as well. It's a good trend to have. So offensively, 3 things I want to highlight. Obviously, Melvin Gordon leads the team. 3 touchdowns on the ground, 142 yards. The team with 6 total rushing touchdowns. Corey Clement gets in on the act. James White with 3 total touchdowns, just 2 yards short of 100 yards on the ground for himself. And most importantly, Joel Stave with a very efficient effort, 16 of 21, 189 yards, 2 touchdowns. And guess what, folks? No turnovers. That's right, folks. 0 turnovers for Joel Stave in this game. That's huge for me. It just shows that he continues to grow. And most importantly, not only was he 16 of 21, it was an impressive 16 of 21, hitting guys in stride. The only really bummer was missing Jared Aberdarius on a deep bomb on play action. But hey, I'll take 16 of 21. I'll take an efficient day, and I'll take no turnovers over just missing one play any day of the week. So the Badgers overall, very impressive effort. Iowa up next for Wisconsin at Kinnick Stadium. That's going to be a huge test given what Iowa just put on film and the defensive effort they put up against Ohio State, especially in the first half. 17-10 lead at halftime. They kind of let it slip and slide in the second half in that game, but Wisconsin better not sleep on Iowa. That's a damn good football program. Well, for everybody at Madtown Badgers, I'm Andy Coppens, managing editor, signing off and saying, as always, on Wisconsin.